I can't give you anything. A set like, well, not like anything else I've ever seen or played. Unless you count classic PlayStation games such as LSD Dream Emulator, which I'm not sure if Maribo, the author, has ever heard of or played. But I have been playing this WAD over the last, I guess, day and a half or so. And I just want to talk about it here. So this is the first map. It's called Her Empty Violent Eyes. A little, you know, got a little poetry there. I like it. And this is, it's got a lot of HOMs, Hall of Mirrors, as part of the visual tricks. I know a lot of people who play Doom usually play in a source port like GZ Doom because they don't know how to think for themselves. And they often play with OpenGL, which, in my opinion, makes Hall of Mirrors look really stupid. I died here because I wasn't paying attention. In my opinion, it makes Hall of Mirrors look really stupid. So you have to play a set like this on software mode. At least that's my opinion. But the opening map here, I think, is tremendous. I personally played this for the first time last night. And I was on a lot of drugs at the time, and I thought it was an amazing experience. And goddamn. So the music, I just have to talk about the music. The music is incredible. It's a 10 out of 10 choice, especially for an opening map. Let me see if I survived this fucking shit, by the way. Gonna be rewind scumming here because, well, I already did a demo for this, so I'm not trying to be perfect. Go watch my demonstration. Anyway, I love the purple theme. I love the Hall of Mirror kind of like overlay. It adds like, it reminds me of like a Silent Hill, like a Jacob's Ladder type situation. I'm gonna rewind here. Yeah, that's right, we're rewind scumming like a normal Doom player, you know. Whenever I do these videos, I'm never really paying attention to the gameplay, so it's more about talking about the level. So I've actually never done one of these map commentary videos on a slaughter map, so I'm not, I gotta actually pay attention, I think, so let me get my footing here. But I love the Hall of Mirror effect in the sky. I think it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite parts of the map, because it has like that Silent Hill, Jacob's Ladder type thing, where there's just like weird, blurry monsters and creatures in your world, and it's unsettling, it's unnerving, combined with, again, the music track, which is just, it hits at the nerves in a way that, again, it's one of those things that it's honestly hard to describe. It's like an effervescent kind of like, it's similar to like nails on a chalkboard, but like not a negative way. Oftentimes that's used in a negative context, you know, but like it's kind of like that feeling you get that's like, it feels good, but like, it's kind of like, you know, when you don't eat candy for a long time and then you put like candy in your mouth for the first time and your mouth kind of explodes in sweetness, flavor. That's what this map's vibe gives off to me. I'm pretty much set here now. I got out of the midsection and now I'm circling, so. But again, there's not much to talk about in the map detail because it's very basic, but it's one of those things that's very minimalistic, but every design choice carries a lot of weight. So yes, it's a minimalistic kind of design, but every line is carrying a shitload of vibes that it's kind of like, it's so intense. Like again, that you haven't had candy in a long time, and then you have like a fucking mouthful of like Ben and Jerry's kind of feeling, you know? The level layout, I like the opening section with the void. That was a while ago now, but this section here, I like this. You go here, it's a silent teleporter, you got this thing, right? You can block yourself with the HOMs. I like that kind of thing. It's very cool. Map 2 is like a long transitional hallway in that theme again. Reminds me of something out of like LSD Dream Emulator, a PlayStation game, which I love. You know, that's one of my favorite vibe games. And, or like something like Silent Hill or Jacob's Ladder, the movie. Has that like kind of like bizarre, maybe even like a, you know, like just like that kind of like creepy horror vibe. That it fits really well with the music, the theme. I like the HUD. I like the status bar replacements. Obviously, purple is a big aspect in this WAD, which is not a color found in the vanilla Doom, so it's a modified palette. Is there like one purple square? I think there's one purple square. And then like 2 pink squares in the Doom palette. So anyway, I'm not exactly sure a lot of the reference material for this WAD. I know that, you know, like I don't know if the bottom character is an original creation or just like an anime character reference. I don't know. I don't keep up with modern anime trends as much as I used to. I'm a little bit of a boomer. But either way, I love it. I love the vibes here. I love the ceiling. I maybe would have rose the ceiling a little bit, but I do like that there is a visible ceiling. The HOMS being of the entire skybox would be cool, but the ceiling provides that kind of like, it's kind of like a UFO type, like what the fuck's going on here kind of thing. It's like, I saw this movie called Horse Girl. I recommend watching it. I saw it on Netflix. But that has like a very good, like bizarre, spooky, where the fuck am I, what's going on kind of vibe. I saw that movie recently, so I'm making that comparison now. Again, I just love like the blurring in the skybox thing. It's a 10 out of 10. As far as I'm concerned, this is my jam. Like, inject this shit directly into my veins, please. I like the HOM pillars in the middle as well. Very nice. But yeah, this is a very classic kind of slaughter map. I like the way it opens up, where you have the demons, where you can kind of run around. You can kind of get stuck there, but you have the super shotgun for the demons, so you can kind of like just have everything shoot each other while you can clear space. But if you get really lucky, you can just kind of scoot around the demons, grab the BFG pretty quickly, and that opens up the rest of the map. You want to get to the BFG as soon as possible here, because then everything is open and shooting at each other. Now, one thing about the HOM sky that you may be noticing is, where is this fucking red coming from? Let's do another one of these just to clear the screen here. So, like, where the fuck is this red coming from? What is going on? Again, that, like, trippy, fucking, effervescent, like, fucking feeling that you get when you see this red bullshit just, like, fucking tearing all across the screen like MS Paint. That's the exit. I'll be going there in a second here. I mean, goddamn, the music, like, holy fucking moly. Now, I just want to say this. I would highly recommend, if you watch this video, to play this WAD for yourself. Honestly, I would even suggest playing it with no monsters. I've only played the first couple of levels, so I don't know if it's beatable with no monsters, but if you just played this with no monsters, I feel like this would be an extremely valuable experience. It's a very unique vibe. I've never seen anything like this in Doom before. I've seen very similar, you know, there's like a lot of themes, like the monochromatic colors, palette swaps, like spacey, vibey music, right? But it's like, this is such a unique collection of very different, but like also similar kind of different niches in Doom, but kind of sandwiched together. And you know how I feel about sandwiches. I'm not a huge fan of bread, but I don't want to get too far into it. I just love that the ceiling, I mean, just like, or the skybox, just like, it's so fucking good. I mean, I could sit here and just like fucking do a bunch of drugs and just like zone out in this fucking world forever. But anyway, you see this fucking red shit all over the horizon. You just gotta go to the red. But if you spin around like this, it's hard to find where the red is. Again, it's got that great kind of environment. So you go in here, and then it says, I can't promise that. And then you got this guy here, which I didn't know that they existed. I guess they teleported in. I'm not sure. So what can't we promise? I don't know. That's the other thing about pretty much every Maribo map that I've played before is she's got like a really good kind of like poetry to the naming architecture, to the thematic vibes of a WAD. I like that. And this is I'm not sure. I think it's Maribo's first like longer WAD, not like a community contribution or single map or I think. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's a banger. So it introduces questions, it introduces mystery, intrigue, what the fuck's going on here? I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. I'm not even sure Maribo knows, though possibly. And anyway, you go in there and then it's over. It's just, I love it. I think it's a fantastic opening level. I highly recommend playing this WOD. If Slaughter is not your gameplay style, I would recommend playing it with no monsters. Until you hit like a glitch that I don't, and that there could not be. I'm not sure. I haven't played this with no monsters, but the vibes are so off the charts that I would even recommend even going in with God mode. Something like that if Slaughter's not typically your type, because this is such a unique and interesting experience. And I personally love it so far. I've only played a couple levels, but goddamn, that's all I can really say about it. Just goddamn, 10 out of 10, incredible, must play. And if you haven't played it, you know, it's just a must play. I don't know, I'm just repeating myself, but Jesus Christ.